All right, hello my beautiful Sagittariuses, welcome back, or if you're new, thank you for being here, thank you for joining me. I of course am Rachel Navy, aka Villagio Strega, here with your July 2021 reading. So that said, here Sagittarius, I'm doing a Celtic cross style, and what that means is instead of breaking it down each week and looking at your challenge, your advice, and your potential outcome, I'm going to do the Celtic cross that focuses on like the collective situation, maybe the attitude about things, where some of you have been versus where you're headed. Then I'll take a look at the final five to clarify and summarize the reading, as well as the overall energy for the challenge, the advice, and the potential outcome through the good tarot. I'm using the Lo Scarabeo Golden Art Nouveau deck for those of you interested as well, and I'll be using an Archangel card, of course, to see what other guidance energy comes in for you guys on the collective. Now keep in mind, of course, that this is general reading, will not resonate for everyone, including you cross watchers, but take what does and leave the rest, and there's always an opportunity to learn something in every reading. There's always a tidbit of wisdom to share. And of course, if you have a challenge or situation in your life you'd like more guidance, clarity, or support on, feel free to reach out to me. All my information is either linked in the description below or the about section of my channel. You Sagittariuses are working hard, it looks like. But maybe not quite ready to commit to a situation, too. It's already taken shape here, Sagittarius. The story's already there. So I'm going to pull the camera angle down here a little bit so you can see what's going on the table here with me. And I've got Icarus the African gray running around on the floor. So if I do a little ooh, that's because he's checking in with me. Oh, bud. All right, I just want to double check that there's not another one flipped over that's not supposed to go in place of that here. Oh, looks good. Okay, back to business here. One more. Where are they headed? Thank you. Attitude about the situation, please. For Sagittarius, July 2021. There it is. Okay. All right. Lots of swords. We've got the King and the Queen back to back going on here with the Knight of Swords. Interesting stuff. A lot of planning, a lot of forward movement. Why, Sagittarius? Because you're maturing. You're recognizing there's a completion of something here, that some sort of cycle of your life is coming to an end. And you've gained a lot of knowledge and wisdom along the way during this process. So it's really a beautiful transitional time for you. It's transformative energy. All the knowledge and success you've gained from this experience is going to be to your benefit, to keep you grounded, to keep you stable, safe, and secure for the future here, Sagittarius. So counting your blessings for sure. Could be dealing with some fixed signals, symbols too. Can't talk. Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo is the energy here. But we'll take a look at this bottom five of the deck here and see how it pertains to the rest of the reading here in just a moment. So that said, let's look at the situation for you guys on the collective, which is the Hierophant. Could be dealing with Taurus, right? The Hierophant is, yes, about commitment. Yes, it's about higher power, authentic spiritual teachings, as much as it is about like how we conform in society. But it's also about forgiveness. And I think that's really a big component here for you guys this month, Sagittarius, is both forgiveness and like moving forward with blessings is really what I'm gathering from this card's energy for you guys right now. And these two guys here at the bottom, you know, they're at the feet of the priest. They're at the feet of this spiritual counselor. And they're saying, can we please go with your blessings? You know, thank you for our blessings. And having that sense of commitment to service of a higher power is really what I'm picking up with this for you guys. So definitely there's a need for forgiveness. There's a need for commitment. And there's a need for kind of like a spiritual awakening with things too, or revelation, I'm going to say, of spiritual awakening going on for you Sagittarius as you make this commitment. Because the challenge is not to be overwhelmed. There may be a lot of opportunities for you guys. There may be something in your life that you have to be a little bit more grounded and realistic about, because a lot of information or a lot of love or whatever it is that you think might emotionally satisfy you you're finding a little bit confusing. You want to commit, but there's just so much going on in the atmosphere presenting itself to you that you're like, I don't know what path to choose. That's when you really do need to tap into a higher power and check in with yourself to really see and really feel it out. You know, what resonates with your soul. What is your options? What do you need to be realistic about? Because this can be really overwhelming energy, especially when it comes to a commitment. Whether it's a personal relationship, business relationship, home situation, transportation situation. You're definitely focused on your finance. You're wondering when things are going to pay off here, Sagittarius. That's your hopes, your dreams, your destiny, is the Seven of Pentacles. You have planted the seeds. You have watered them. You have watched the plants grow, or maybe, you know, maybe they've dried out in all this hot sun. Maybe it's run its course in a situation. So you're wondering, you're waiting, and you're making that decision based off what you're seeing, what to do next. Now, if this is your employment situation, maybe you're recognizing like, okay, it's not going to bear any more fruit than it already does. Or maybe you're starting to have thoughts of moving to a new employment situation. Or maybe you're like, okay, this is what I know. It's stable, safe, and secure. It's reliable. This is a good card of reliability here, Sagittarius, as well. That indicates, okay, I know this. I know what to anticipate in all of this. So you're just kind of like taking it all in at the moment. And seeing the fruits of your labor, watching how things mature and how things grow. In the distant past, yeah, you're done with the situation. This Ten of Swords keeps showing up in everybody's readings, and it seems to be in either the recent past or their attitude or distant past. So collectively, people are going through some sort of end of drama, end of a struggle, end of like these thoughts, these worrisome thoughts or ideas or depression or a really challenging situation in their life. The war is over. No more drama. Pick up the pieces and move on. Head home, because now it's time to rebirth something new. Again, some of you may have been dealing with like headaches and back pains along the way as a result of this stress or hard labor that you had to do to put in the extra in order to achieve what you want. More recently, though, shines an opportunity with the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands in particular is like the divine saying, here you go. Let's talk about what it is you desire. Let's talk about what it is that you're passionate about. Could be a new lusty relationship coming in even. But it's you pursuing your passions, or maybe it's that action you take that you didn't even know you were passionate about and that you desired. So more recently is that card's energy. And then here in the near future, here it is, you're chasing it vigorously. This is the Knight of Wands. He's one of the fastest moving knights in the deck. He knows what he wants. He's going after it. He's mowing people over just to get to it. Pardon me. Because he's pursuing that passion. He's pursuing that energy, but he's he can be very, very reckless about it as well. So you want to make sure you're not too impulsive with it all, too irrational with it all in the process. That's why that Seven of Cups is showing up too. As you're looking to make this commitment, really take a little bit more time with it. Maybe slow down, or maybe if the timing is right, so that way your action is a swift one that you do need to take. Could go either way with that particular card's energy in this particular situation here. But I do see you celebrating something in anticipation of change with the Four of Wands energy. This is your attitude. You're like, I'm ready. Whatever it is, I'm ready. I'm excited about this. I want something new. This, again, could be a marriage opportunity for some of you, too, with this Hierophant out, which, you know, that can be confusing at times as well. Indicating, like, hey, coming together, reunions, but celebrating something new is really what that's telling me there. Abundance coming in. Faking it till you make it here, Sagittarius. And then, now we get the external influences. So this is somebody who's really insensitive you may be dealing with here, Sagittarius. This is somebody who's very, very quick with their tongue. They communicate sharply. They could be an energy over the age of 25 that you're dealing with, a 25 to 35-year-old range possibly. But their energy is harsh. Their energy is rash. They know what they want. Believe that. They have a plan. They're implementing that plan. And it may be affecting you. It may be like they're stampeding over you at times, it feels like. Or they're saying, like, hurry up, you know, let's talk. I want to talk about this. I don't care if you don't want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. This is what this energy is telling me in this particular situation. You yourself, no, you're not having none of that. You're like, okay, this is your inner emotions, is the Queen of Swords energy. You're like, I'm going to tough love you. You can't come to me with this impulsivity, with this insensitivity. I'm no BS, right? I'll take your head off with that sword. I wield the sword of truth. I say you come to me with clear intentions, with clear communication, is what Sagittarius is indicating. And then we can have a conversation, but you be polite and you don't rush me either. She's got things on her own terms. Why is she cold at times? Is because she's seen her share of sorrows already. She knows how cruel life can be. But she still maintains her composure. She knows who's in power when things occur. A little bit of Red Queen energy goes on if she goes into reverse. In other words, if you get thrown out of balance with all, if you lose your head in the situation, get overly emotional and overwhelmed here, Sagittarius, could work against you rather than in your favor. And right now your emotions are in check, or through the month of July, you're going to maintain that composure. You're going to be serious about things. Be very clear, right? You want to make sure your intentions are clear for as you proceed. And then, of course, you're going to be putting those plans into action. He too, he don't let him fool you sitting there on that chair there, Sagittarius, because he knows when to draw that sword. Just because he's sitting here, yeah, the sword's upright, he's ready to put it into action, but his demeanor is somewhat relaxed. He's an opportunist. He knows when to strike. He knows when to put something into action, when to make his moves, is the energy of the King of Swords. Again, very clear intentions and communications is what the overall energy is for this reading. You're moving towards something. You're taking action to something new, a new opportunity, perhaps pursuing something that you're passionate about, and you're trying to make that commitment, right? So make sure you have a plan in place. Make sure you're transforming that energy. You're transmuting your energy in a positive way is what this is indicating, because that's where your maturity lies. Let's take a look at the rest of these here, the final 5. So we've got the World card energy, Saturn in nature. Got the Hierophant here as your other major arcana, which are the most pertinent cards in the reading. So it speaks of higher commitment, maturity level. You've got the Justice card now coming out. This could be dealing with a Libra. She too wields that sword of truth. She too is about ending karmic cycles, patterns of behavior that you have to deal with in order to move forward and bring balance into your life here, Sagittarius. Some more major arcanas coming out for you. Wow. I've got the Wheel of Fortune next. This is about right timing, divine timing, right place, right time. Count your blessings here, Sagittarius, because the wheel's spinning in your favor. Right time in a situation. Don't forget, moderation is the key, though. You've come into your own reading. This is Temperance card energy, which is Sagittarius. This represents like keeping with traditions, right? Having faith in a situation, finding the balance, harmony in life, much like that Justice card energy is out, and doing things in moderation. This can also be a card of alcoholism. If some of you Sagittariuses are struggling out there, or you cross watchers are struggling with a Sagittarius with an alcohol issue, this is be gentle with them, right? Be gentle with them, be understanding of them. Sometimes maybe they need a little bit of tough love too, but have faith. Guide them into like, okay, how do I help you? How do I help you? How do I be supportive of your desire to change those patterns that are self-harming? How do I help you? How do I help you come to this realization so you can move forward with your life and your life's purpose? Now, there is divine timing in a situation. And finally, more swords. Here comes the conflict of the Five of Swords energy that indicates, you know, someone's just not ready to let go of their ego. I get a real strong feeling it's this guy right here, or maybe it's this guy too, because these are two different knights, right? Both of them are fast-moving Sagittarius. So if you're a single Sagittarius, this could represent two very speedy individuals. One very passionate, one very insensitive and cold at times. Though not always. Again, he knows how to communicate very well, very clear with what, and direct is that energy. This one's all fiery passion and impulsivity and fast moving is the key. These two knights. So you know, there could be more than one individual or maybe partnership. Fast moving though. So this is indicating, hey, slow down. Take your time, Sagittarius. Don't let their haste be your downfall. You've already been there, done that, right? You already have these tens out. You're trying to move forward, though. You've got your eyes on the prize with that financial. So I think you recognize here, too, that conflict is not what you're after. You really want to see, like, how your finances develop. You really want your options to be clear, and you really are looking to make that commitment and enjoy what changes are coming in your life. You're seizing some sort of opportunity, perhaps swiftly, even though it's saying take time to do things. I think this might be more of the element of self work on this and trust the process is really what I'm hearing with this Temperance card energy. And believe, Sagittarius, that you haven't gone through all your struggles, or you haven't, your hard times have not beat you down completely. You still have strength within you. You still have hope for the future, and you've grown a lot in the process. Let's take a look now at the Good Tarot and see what the overall challenges, potential outcome, and advice is for you guys. So starting with the challenge on the collective for Sagittarius, July 2021, please. Well, hello, got the Hermit card energy. Yeah, not surprised to see that. Could be dealing with a Virgo. Your advice is the Ten of Fire. One more here, Sagittarius. Give me that potential outcome. Show me that sunshine. All that aspirations, hopes. With the Ten of Air. There it is again. So the universe is saying, I meant what I said. When you see that Ten of Swords repeat itself, when you see any of the major arcanas repeat itself, that's the universe saying, I meant what I said. The drama's over. The hard time's over here, Sagittarius. Let's start with your challenge. You got the Hermit card energy. It's a 9. Could be dealing with a Virgo. But I really think this is about you, Sagittarius, stepping back and saying, okay, what is my soul really telling me? What is my light? What is my inner light? How does that light shine in dark times? How do you self-talk when you're going through these hard times? Do you beat yourself up further, or do you say, okay, wait a minute, there's still this light in me. I'm optimistic about the future, even when all this other BS is going on in my life, right? I'm going to analyze things a little bit more. This is also the card of deep thinking. Again, introspective. How do you shine that light with others? How do you service others? Her to be. Your advice, don't burn yourself out. Maybe you're taking on too much of somebody else's energy. You're taking on too many responsibilities. Again, moderation is the key, right? So if it's not somebody else or a job you're trying to do, then maybe ease back on your own expectations, or ease up on the alcohol. Because I know some of you Sagittarius out there really do struggle with that quite a bit. That's what I'm getting for a message for you guys. You don't have to do everything by yourself. You choose to, often Sagittarius, because you sometimes get this feeling of, if I don't do it, it's not going to be done right, or I have to do everything. Maybe feel obligated to do everything. This is saying, hey, wait a minute, let me help you along the way so you don't burn that candle at both ends. That too, when you can master that, when you can master saying, wait a minute, I need more help here, that too is maturity and growth. And finally, reiterating all of this is the Ten of Air. It's the Ten of Swords energy. That's that transformative energy where you finally stand in your power and say, I don't have to do this anymore. This is the end of struggles. This is the end of the emotional stuff, as much as it is the drama, the worrisome thoughts, the weariness. Some of you Sagittarius, I feel, have been really weary, and you just want to see the bright side of things. That's why you got to shift that energy. You got to celebrate it. Fake it till you make it. Don't celebrate too much, though. Because you'd be drinking your way there like, hey, this is great, but that's a false sense of reality. That's why that Seven of Cups is there. Is make sure you stay grounded and realistic. What is realistic to you here, Sagittarius, is the other energy to share with that. Final message, and hey guys, if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe. Ring that bell so you can see when I upload a new video. Come check me out as Traditional Healer on Fact TV, or you'll see my posts here pertaining to things like alternative medicines, nutrition, recovery, I don't know, all sorts of spiritual stuff, you know, spiritual tools and crafts, Strega Crafts and Creations. It's all here. It's slowly but surely growing, and I thank you all for being here so much. Sagittarius, much like this Ace of Wands was handed to you, what are you passionate about? What do you really want to go after? Maybe it's someone, maybe it's something, maybe it's a new creative project, maybe it's your new business, something along those lines here, because trust and follow your renewed passion in love life and career, in your love life and career. That nails it right on the head. That's really what I see happening here. But don't rush it. Follow your passion. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. I wish you all the best, Sagittarius. Blessed be. Let me know what you think in the comments below.